Looks like a secret alliance is quietly shaping the world's future.
The Russian frigate Admiral Gorshkov is docked in the Cape Town harbour to participate in military drills alongside South Africa and China.
Russia, China and Iran have taken part in joint naval drills in a sign of deepening military cooperation between the three powers.
South Africa staging 10 days of joint naval drills with Moscow involved, and those drills will be ongoing on February 24th.
So why are China and Russia stepping up military cooperation in the Indo-Pacific? Over the weekend, the navies of Russia and China ended 3 weeks of joint drills and patrols.
Chinese President Xi Jinping warned against expanding military ties.
South Africa continues to remain neutral on the Russia-Ukraine war, but has allowed Russia to participate in military drills along with China.
Rising tensions in the region. Is the region headed to maritime conflict, you think?
So here's the million-dollar question. Why the sudden surge in BRICS heavyweight players in military collaboration? What's at stake for the world? And the biggest of all, if Russia, China, India, Brazil, and Iran continue beefing up their military, then what could this mean for you and I? Now, let's drill down and uncover what's really driving this strategic shift on the world stage. These countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, have long been known for their clout in shaping the global landscape. But now, they're upping the ante by expanding their military collaborations, and the world is taking notice. Let's zoom in on the changing military landscape within the BRICS Plus framework. It's like watching a puzzle come together, with recent memberships, joint naval exercises, and the big picture of what these moves mean for global power dynamics. In 2023, Iran made it official. They joined not just one, but two heavyweight international crews, the BRICS Plus Gang and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It's like Iran just snagged a VIP pass to the big leagues of global politics. Talk about a power move. This marks a major shift in Iran's game plan, putting it right at the center of the world stage. But that's not all. Iran has been flexing its muscles alongside Russia and China in naval drills since 2018. It's like watching a tag team in action, with these countries teaming up to show the world they mean business. It's a bold statement, a show of strength that says, hey, we're here and we're not afraid to challenge the status quo. And what's driving all this? Well, it's all about challenging the US's dominance on the global stage. By teaming up with Russia and China, Iran is sending a clear message. There's a new player in town and they're ready to shake things up. It's like a game of chess, with each move carefully calculated to outmaneuver the competition. So, what does this mean for the world? Well, it's anyone's guess. But one thing's for sure. The balance of power is shifting and the old guard better watch out. Because when countries like Iran, Russia, and China join forces, anything is possible. It's like a new chapter in the story of global politics, and we're all just along for the ride. Now let's dive into the latest chapter of this military saga, the Maritime Security Belt 2024 exercises. Picture this, a high-stakes showdown unfolding in the strategic waters of the Gulf of Oman and the Indian Ocean, where over 20 ships, support vessels, and naval helicopters are locking horns in a display of naval prowess. These drills cover a whopping 17,000 square kilometers, an area bigger than some countries. And the lineup? Oh, it's nothing short of impressive. We're talking top-of-the-line naval assets from Russia, China, and Iran, including heavy hitters like the Varig missile cruiser, Urumi guided missile destroyer, and the sleek Shahed-class catamarans. But what's the game plan here? Well, it's all about teamwork. These exercises are about more than just flexing military muscle. They're about coming together to tackle some of the biggest challenges facing the region: maritime trade security, piracy, and terrorism on the high seas. And that's where the principle of collective security comes into play. It's like a neighborhood watch, but on a global scale. By pooling their resources and expertise, these countries are saying, we've got each other's backs. Because when it comes to keeping the waters safe, there's strength in numbers. These exercises aren't just about showing off fancy ships and helicopters. It's the almighty BRICS sending a message. Regional security isn't just one country's responsibility, it's everyone's. And by working together, we can keep the seas safe for all. Talk about a united front. Now, let's take a closer look at the military might of each BRICS nation, starting with Russia. When it comes to flexing its muscles on the global stage, Russia is a force to be reckoned with. In fact, it's ranked as the second strongest military force in the world in 2024, according to the Global Firepower Index. With a power index score of 0.072, Russia is right up there at the top of the charts. So, what's behind Russia's military prowess? Well, for starters, they've got numbers on their side. With a hefty roster of active and reserve personnel, they've got boots on the ground when and where they need them.
The Russian military at the moment is, from manpower-wise, it is bigger than it was before the war started. So despite the losses, they've been able to invest enough manpower through mobilization or through recruitment to fuel the war machine.
Now, let's turn our attention to China, a force to be reckoned with on the global military stage. In 2024, China continues to solidify its status as a powerhouse in the military realm, coming in as the third strongest military power globally out of 145 countries assessed. With a population of over 1.4 billion people, China has a massive pool of potential recruits to draw from, ensuring a steady supply of personnel for its military operations. But it's not just about the numbers, though China certainly has them in abundance. It's about the sheer might of their military machine. With an estimated 3.17 million total military personnel, China boasts one of the largest standing armies in the world. That's a whole lot of boots on the ground ready to defend the nation's interests at a moment's notice. And let's not forget about their cutting-edge technology and formidable arsenal of weapons. From state-of-the-art aircraft carriers to advanced missile systems, China is investing heavily in modernizing its military capabilities, ensuring that it remains a force to be reckoned with on land, sea, and air.
The Chinese military has been through a really big reform process. Since sort of the 1980s, it's been trying to make itself more modern and more capable to address the norms of warfare that it observes as it looks out towards the world. The most notable aspect really of it is their shipbuilding program. No country on earth can build ships at the rate that China is.
Now, let's shine a spotlight on India, a rising star in the world of military prowess. In 2024, India stands tall as the fourth strongest military power globally, earning its place among the top 5 out of 145 countries assessed. With a power index score of 0.1023, India's military capabilities are nothing short of impressive, showcasing its strength across multiple fronts. But what sets India apart? Well, it's all about their comprehensive military capabilities. From manpower to air power, land forces to naval strength, India has all the bases covered. With a vast pool of personnel, cutting-edge aircraft, tanks, and naval vessels, India is a force to be reckoned with on the global stage. And let's not forget about their strategic location. Situated at the crossroads of Asia, India holds a key position that gives it both strategic importance and geopolitical influence. It's like having a front-row seat to the action, with a finger on the pulse of global affairs.
For a country, having one aircraft carrier is pretty cool, but having 2 aircraft carriers is even cooler. And now imagine having a 3-carrier battle group. That's the stuff of legends, right? Any country that has 3 or more aircraft carriers can easily be called a dominant naval force. And right now, there is only one so-called dominant naval force, and that's the United States of America. It has 11 aircraft carriers. Every other country that has aircraft carriers has one or two of them. India is all set to have a third aircraft carrier very soon.
Now let's turn our attention to Brazil, a force to be reckoned with in the BRICS lineup. In 2024, Brazil proudly claims its spot as the fourth military power within the BRICS alliance. Ranked as one of the top 15 global military powers, Brazil stands tall at 12th place out of 145 countries in the Global Firepower Index, boasting a power index score of 0.1944. That's nothing to scoff at. So, what makes Brazil's military might stand out? Well, it's all about their comprehensive approach. From manpower to air power, land forces to naval capabilities, Brazil has it all. With a robust military force that's well-equipped and well-trained, Brazil is a force to be reckoned with on the global stage. But it's not just about brawn, it's about brains too. Brazil's military prowess is backed by strong financials and logistics, ensuring that they have the resources and infrastructure to support their operations wherever they may be. It's like having all the pieces of the puzzle in place, ready to execute their strategy with precision. Brazil's rise as a military power within the BRICS coalition is a testament to its strength and determination. And with its eyes set on the future, Brazil is ready to defend its interests and contribute to global security and stability. Now let's shift our focus to Iran, a rising star in the realm of military might within the BRICS constellation. In 2024, Iran proudly claims its position as the fifth most powerful country in military power within the BRICS nation. Ranked as the 14th strongest military globally, Iran is making waves with its formidable capabilities in both conventional and asymmetric warfare. It's like they've mastered the art of combat from every angle. But what sets Iran apart? Well, it's all about their diverse arsenal and strategic positioning. With a significant emphasis on both manpower and cutting-edge technology, Iran boasts a formidable array of aircraft, land forces, and naval assets. It's like they've got all their bases covered, ready to defend their interests and assert their influence on the global stage. And let's not forget about their strategic significance in regional security dynamics. Situated in a volatile region, Iran plays a crucial role in maintaining stability and safeguarding its borders. With its finger on the pulse of regional affairs, Iran is a key player in shaping the future of the Middle East and beyond.
The exercises took place in the Gulf of Oman and also involved the UAE, with several other countries participating as observers. They included guided missile destroyers and frigates, as well as support vessels and combat boats. Iran has stepped up its military ties with Beijing and Moscow in recent years, amid rising tensions with the US.
As the nations within the BRICS alliance strengthen their cooperation, the reverberations are felt across the globe. With their expanding military collaborations and growing influence, BRICS is sending a clear message to Western powers. They're a force to be reckoned with.
It sends a signal that the Russians and the Chinese can together put pressure on Washington, where things may matter for Washington. So I guess that's a shot across the bow to not perhaps push Russia too far in the Ukraine, and also not to push the PRC too far in the Indo-Pacific.
By flexing their collective power and asserting their global reach, BRICS nations are signaling that they're not just players on the world stage, they're contenders for the top spot. From joint military exercises to strategic alliances, BRICS is demonstrating that they have what it takes to not only play the game but to change the rules. In the end, One thing is clear. BRICS means business, and they're here to stay. To watch the latest geopolitical news, watch this video here.